Mrs. Battel helping to serve Richard Bassett and the others.
Still?
Still.
Don't you even notice the cat?
Hi, Mrs. Battel. Will's bringing the wood.
Mind you, it's not that I'm complaining of their patronage. Things are bad here in Delaware, and I too am looking forward to the benefits of this unified government of which they speak. But how much longer can it take, George?
Well, the forging of a nation takes time. First, our delegates must consider the words which establish once and for all the principles and philosophy that will guide our democracy.
And then delegates from 9 of the 13 states must agree on those words and sign the document. More time.
Patience, Amanda. This new Constitution must guide our nation forever in the future. I think we're seeing history being made here. And I'll wager that our Delaware is going to figure prominently. Here are your candles, Mr. Crooks.
The state of Delaware is central to the telling of America's constitutional history. 3 Delawareans had signed the Declaration of Independence in 1776. They were George Reed, Caesar Rodney, and Thomas McCain. Leading patriots from Delaware and some of the other states wanted to give shape and credibility to the new nation. In 1777, the Continental Congress adopted a first national constitution called the Articles of Confederation. It was not ratified until 1781. Delaware was one of the last 3 states to adopt the Confederation. The new nation created by this confederation was disorganized and weak, for each of the states wrote their own laws, charged their own tariffs, and printed their own currency. As a result, there was a danger that the new nation could become divided. Many Americans, including Delawareans, were still sympathetic with the British after the Revolution. As the years progressed, leading citizens like Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and Delaware's John Dickinson saw the need for a more unified national government and met at the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia in May of 1787. A new, stronger national constitution was drafted to replace the Articles of Confederation. By this time, many of the states had grown more independent. Many concerns were voiced. At the heart of the debate was the issue of jurisdiction or power of the federal government over the states. 5 long months later, the delegates adopted a final draft of the new Constitution on September 17th, 1787. Delaware Delegate George Reed, a lawyer and council member from Newcastle, was among the first to receive a printed copy. Reed carried the new Constitution back to Delaware, where specially elected delegates from the state's 3 counties met to consider the document. The state's ratification convention of 30 delegates began its first session on Monday, December 3rd, in Dover, which had become Delaware's capital in 1777. The convention's sessions were held in Battel's Tavern, a traditional meeting place of the Legislative Council. The chief executive of Delaware, Thomas Collins, instructed each of the delegates to pay attention to their task of ratification, as it was a subject of greatest importance. Although we don't know exactly what happened in the next 4 days, it is clear that the 30 delegates quickly and unanimously voiced their support of the new federal constitution and signed the document on Friday, December 7th, 1787, making Delaware the first state to officially approve the new constitution. While some Delawareans still argued that too much of the state's power was being given up to the federal government, most people in this largely agricultural state welcomed the idea of a stronger, more unified national government and wanted to get on with the business of their own lives.
Mary, vigilance! What have you got there?
Cat, Mother. Isn't he sweet?
Amanda, children, they've finished. They've agreed. Collins is sending a copy of Delaware's ratification document to Congress. They say George Washington's going to be president.
Finally.
Can we keep the cat, Mother?
What for?
He'll chase the mice out of the kitchen.
Father, they finished.
Yes, Will, and this time all of the states should unite behind our Delaware, and then we'll have unity.
Unity, that's a good name for the cat.
And a good description for the first state of a strong nation. To Delaware!
To
Delaware.